Hey, Beauty Control, this is Nedra in Columbus, North Carolina, and I just wanted to check in for a couple of minutes and share with you how I'm keeping my calendar full and putting myself in front of people. Now, many of you have known me for a long time, and for a long time in this business, I didn't have kids, so I could go out and spa every night of the week if I wanted to. And we know that when we spa and we're in front of a group of people, that's the lifeblood of our business. We can get bookings, sales, and recruits and get everything done in front of that group. And I love it. And I've always loved that. Now, I could go out and spa every night of the week for 12 years of my business. But in the last 30 months, of 20 of those last 30 months, I have been pregnant because I decided to have 2 children back to back. So in those 20 out of those 30 months that I've been pregnant, or then outside of that, I've been home with a newborn. And then with my second pregnancy, I was in the hospital a lot before the baby was even born. And then I was in the NICU or my son was in the NICU after the baby was born. Everything is wonderful now. Everyone is healthy. But my calendar was really unpredictable. I wasn't exactly sure when I could book 2 nights a week. I wasn't always sure like I used to be before. So sometimes I had to fill my calendar fast, and then I was limited to just 2 nights a week. Whereas before, for years, I could go out and spa 3, 4, 5 nights a week if I wanted to. Now I did not do 5 nights a week very often, but I could do it if I wanted to. But now I'm very restricted. But the beauty of that is I get to put myself in front of people 2 nights a week, get dressed up, put real clothes on, put makeup on, feel like a professional again, and provide for my family. So how do I do it when my schedule sometimes is hectic and I don't know when my 2 dates are going to be until the very last minute? The way that I do it is that I use Facebook. And I know I'm not talking about a Facebook spa. What I do is I use those community groups that we have where you sell things on, any local community group that lets you post about your business. That's what I use. I have about 5 or 6 of them in my area. Now, before you do what I'm going to share with you, talk to your sister consultants and kind of make sure that there's not another beauty control consultant posting in the groups that you're posting in, because when more than one of you post in those groups, then people are kind of like, what? I can get this offer through somebody else, and it's kind of confusing. So that's the one thing you want to check on first. But when you go to these local groups where you're promoting yourself, what I do is I post a before and after picture. I love the one from Sharona Bishop's mom. She posted this a few months ago, and it's a before and after, and it says something about like rockin' 60s with beauty control. It's a great picture. And so I use that picture, and on the group, my post says something like complimentary oxygen facial, or you could say complimentary microderm facial, whatever it is that you have on hand that you can put on people. So complimentary oxygen or microderm facial, complimentary in exchange for your before and after picture for my portfolio. Now, I've not created this concept. In fact, I copied these words from somebody else, but they work. So complimentary facial in exchange for your before and after picture for my portfolio. Now, here is the trick where you're creating your own group. The next words you want to use in your post are, I can treat up to 4 people per time slot. So you're not just booking 1 person per time slot, you're booking at least 4. And that's how many my home that I have where people can sit, that's how many people it can sit. But I'm putting myself in front of 4 instead of just 1. And so by doing that, I tell you, every time I post that before and after picture and I post that wording, after it says 4 people per time slot, I then post what dates and times that I have open. I never list more than 2 or 3 dates. Sometimes it'll be a Monday, and I'll know, okay, I can work tomorrow, and I'll post this and I'll say next opening as soon as tomorrow, Tuesday, July, whatever, at 6 p.m. And within 12 to 24 hours, I have that date filled, which is amazing. So I do it very quickly. I can do it before my boys get up, and then throughout the day, and I'm checking in on my phone, people are messaging me wanting a time slot. And then I always have a wait list of people who couldn't make the times that I posted that week. And I'll go back to them when I know new dates that are now open and say, hey, I have this date open. Would you like it? And a lot of people come back and say, yes, that date does work for me this time. So that's what keeps my calendar full. Now, when I'm in front of people and I'm doing these oxygen or microderm facials, my real goal is to get a group spa booked, right? Because I love the 90-minute full relaxation spa. That is when I'm in my element. I've mastered it and I love it. I love to do it. So the oxygen facials are wonderful to get booked really fast, to be sure you're in front of people those times of week that you've designated as your work schedule. But my real goal is to get group spas booked at those big group spas where I'm going to them and I'm seeing, at least 8 people. So what I use is after I've done the facial, at the end, I tell them this is completely complimentary. Would you like to see the specials on what we use? Because there are some specials going on right now with what we used. Every single time they say yes. So I've told them, you don't have to buy anything if you don't want to, because I said this is complimentary, but they do want to see the specials. And so I walk them through what we used. I use a close sheet. And if you want to see that close sheet, it's on kanavelbc.com. Kanavel, B is in beauty, BC is in beautycontrol.com. So that's kanavelbc.com. You can see the closed sheet that I use at the end of my oxygen facials. But also on that website is a gift certificate that I use at the end of the facial. So I've done the facials. They wanted to see the specials. A lot of times they purchase just those Facebook facials that I've booked are usually at least $250 in sales, up to $500, $600 in sales. I love those. And then after they've decided what they want to get, or if they get anything at all, then I say, oh, you might be interested in one more thing. I am offering gift certificates on certain dates if you would like to get a handful of family and friends together to experience my full relaxation spa. And this is where we treat your feet, your hands, and your face, and it's so relaxing. I actually will come to you, and it can be up to 8 to 10 people. And these gift certificates have dates that I'm available for these special full relaxation spas, and you can invite family and friends, like I said. So I have the gift certificate that looks like this. I have 4 of them printed, and I use this little metal ring. I punch a hole in them so that they can pass these around. And this one says $75 in free products when you get together a group of up to 8 people. Now, this is the only gift they get for having the group spa plus the neck wrap, because they're wearing that neck wrap at my oxygen facial, and I'm telling them this is a gift when you decide you want to use one of these gift certificates on one of the dates that I have open. You can do $50 in free products. You can do $25. $75 is a good number for me because it comes out to about 30, I don't know, half of 75. That is, it's too early to I'm recording this really early in the morning before my babies wake up, so it's too early for me to remember what half of that is. I think it's $37.50. Anyway, so that's a good number for me because I'm probably going to spend that on a hostess gift anyway when she has a $500 plus spa. So this is just the gift certificate. Everyone wants gift certificates, and over the years, having a nice professional looking gift certificate printed on cardstock paper has always been one of the most appealing ways that people want to schedule group spas. So I use it at the end of the oxygen facial spa. And I tell them, when you see a gift certificate that has a date on it that you want, just rip the gift certificate off and hold on to it, and then we'll exchange information before you leave. And that's where I give her her hostess packet. Now, one of the last times that I did this, a lady came. It was a night where I only got one person booked for the oxygen facial, but that was okay. She purchased a microderm set. I showed her my gift certificates. She picked the date, and 10 days later, on that date, we had a $1,000 spa, and I recruited 4 people. So there you go. It works. This book-a-thon is awesome. Thank you for listening to this. I hope it helps, and have a great night.